Thank you for joining Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you enjoy this class. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hi everyone, Rashi from Stretch and Flow here. I hope everyone's well and welcome to our channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe and share with whoever you feel may benefit from this yoga flow. Today we're going to do a 25 to 30 minute stretch. We're going to focus on the neck and the shoulder area predominantly, although we will be stretching some other parts of the body. So the neck and the shoulders can be an area where I know myself I can hold a lot of tension. So the muscles can get tight and become sore. So with the series of exercises together with breath and the mindfulness that I offer, hopefully we'll relieve some of those tight and tender spots and you'll go away feeling a little bit calmer in body, soul and mind. So let's start seated. For me, cross-legged is a good position. If that's not suitable for you, come into a different position, either on your knees or legs out in front if that's better for you. If it's comfortable for you, then just close down the eyes. Sitting up nice and tall. And then get a gauge of whether the shoulders and the neck are feeling tender, whether one side is feeling more tender than the other, or whether it's just neutral. Focus on the breath in, focus on the breath out. As you take each inhale and exhale, almost like you're just making those collarbones a little wider, starting to take any tension off the shoulders with just your breath. And soften the back of the neck a little. Let's take 3 breaths together, inhaling in through the nose and perhaps letting the breath out through the mouth. Empty it completely. A couple more like that. Breathing in, exhaling perhaps through the mouth. One more. Inhaling and exhaling. Then perhaps take the next few breaths just inhaling and exhaling through the nostrils. Wherever you are in your life at the moment, perhaps life is going exactly how you want. Perhaps it's not going how you want. It's been a bit challenging. The plan isn't going as you have chosen it to. As we practice today, have in your heart and mind perhaps the divine, the universe, replace it with whatever word resonates with you, spirit, has a plan that's bigger than what's in our mind. So trust that the divine has a plan for you. If the eyes are shut, gently open them. On the inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. On the exhale, take a big rotation. Let's do another one the same way. Inhaling in, the shoulders come up. Exhaling, rotating round. And then take the rotation the other way. Inhaling, shoulders come up. Rotate the shoulders the other way. One more. Breathing in and letting the breath go. This time on the breath in, reach the arms out to the side just at shoulder height. Inhale to reach up. As you exhale, just floating the arms down by your side. Let the fingertips land on the mat. Breathing in, you're reaching up, lifting up through the spine. The palms can meet at the top. And as you breathe out, just dropping everything down. Just nice and slow and unrushed. One more. Breathing in and letting the breath go. Place the left hand on the right knee. The right hand comes behind you. Take a breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head. As you breathe out, gaze over that right shoulder. So we're taking a little twist. We're giving length in the spine on the inhale and twisting round on the exhale. One more breath here. Bring the body back round to center. Float the arms all the way up. Perhaps at a gentle back bend here. As you exhale, taking the twist on the other side. Right hand on left knee, left hand comes behind to support you. You're lengthening on the inhale. As you exhale, just twisting and gazing over that left shoulder, that unhurried, unrushed attitude. Breathing in to lengthen, breathing out to twist. Bring everything back round to centre. Just start to creep the finger mounds in front. You can slide them down. Just feeling that little stretch in the spine. Soften the back of the neck. There shouldn't be any tension in the back of the neck. So keep the gaze down low. Reach forward a little bit more. Perhaps, especially if you're going through a challenging time, perhaps things aren't going wrong. Maybe reframe it. Perhaps this is just all part of the bigger plan and all part of the process. Trust and surrender that everything is unfolding exactly as it should be, when it should be. One more breath here. Gently walking the hands all the way back. On the breath in, reach the right arm up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, wrap it around the back and then up the back. The fingertips are curling up on the spine. The left arm reaches over the crown of the head. So the fingertips may meet. That's great if they do interlock them. If they don't, grab hold of your t-shirt. Keep lengthening the spine. So take a breath in, lift up through the crown of the head. As you breathe out, pull the elbows away from each other. Feeling that stretch across the shoulders. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pulling the elbows away. One more breath. And then releasing out of the stretch. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. As you exhale, bring it down to your heart space, emptying the breath. Breathing in, reaching up with the arms, the gaze can follow. You can turn it into a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, hands back down to your heart space. This time the left arm reaches up first. Create length. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, wrapping it behind and up the back. The right arm reaches up over the head. You're either interlocking the fingers or grabbing hold of your shirt. Take a breath in, lengthen. As you breathe out, pulling the elbows away from each other. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pulling the elbows apart. One more breath. And then gently just releasing out of the stretch. Let's interlace the fingertips at the base of the belly. Elbows nice and wide. Soft eye gaze. On the breath in, the palms come up to your heart space. On the breath out, pushing away. Drop the gaze. Engage the core a little. Inhale, the arms reach up and over, taking a back bend. As you exhale, arms out to the side. Interlace the fingertips behind you like you're kissing the shoulder blades together. Taking a breath in, squeezing the shoulder blades, perhaps gazing up. And as you breathe out, reaching forward, softening the back of the neck and just guiding everything back in. Let's do one more round. Breathing in, palms up to your heart space. Breathing out to push away, dropping the gaze. Inhaling, the arms are reaching up and over, taking that back bend. Exhale, arms out to the side. Feel the stretch across the shoulders. Interlacing the fingertips behind you, taking a big breath in. And as you breathe out, just guiding everything back to your heart space. Drop the hands down in front of you. If you're cross-legged, you can either roll over the ankles or kicking the ankles out to your side, coming onto all fours. Take any tension off the shoulders by just micro-bending the elbows. Drop the gaze, so taking any tension off the neck. Just take a gentle rock from side to side. Again, noticing how the body's feeling. Keep the breath flowing. Know that there's a perfect plan for each and every one of us. It might not all be revealed to us at once. We just need to take step by step, because perhaps the divine wants us to teach us to walk by faith and not by sight. Bring the rocks to a stillness. On the breath in, push the waist back, the gaze goes up. On the breath out, rounding and arching. Let's take a few more cat-cow curls. Inhale The waist goes back and the gaze goes up as you exhale, rounding and arching. Let's do one more. Breathing in and letting the breath go. Let's come back to a neutral spine. Either stay on all fours or dig the toes in. Let's come up for downward facing dog. So again, taking an intention off the back of the neck, keeping the gaze up to the navel or in between the gap in the leg. Bending the knees a lot. Perhaps walking opposite knee, dropping the opposite heel down, just checking out how those legs are feeling. Keep the breath nice and fluid. One more breath here. And on the inhale, lifting the heels up, coming up onto your tippy toes. On the exhale, walking up towards your palms. And then let the body hang in ragdoll. So really soften the back of the neck, bend the knees a lot. Iron out any crinkles at the back of the neck, so there's no tension here. You might even want to place your hands and just gently slide them down the neck, releasing any tension. The crown of the head is pointing down towards the mat. Perhaps a gentle sway from side to side. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. Take a couple more rocks with a couple more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. On the inhale, a halfway lift, a nice flat back. The exhale, a forward fold as you empty the breath. On the inhale, the arms reach up all the way to standing ground with your feet. On the exhale, hands to your heart space as you empty the breath. Inhale, the arms reach up and over, taking a back bend. On the exhale, floating down to your mat, emptying the breath. A halfway lift, a forward fold. Ground with the feet as the arms come up all the way to standing, taking a big inhale. As you exhale, bring it all down to your heart space. Empty the breath completely. Inhale, perhaps deepening the back bend as the arms reach up and over. And as you exhale, take a swan dive down to your mat. Empty the breath. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. A forward fold as you empty the breath. Let's reach the arms up again, this time interlacing the fingers at the top. Take a breath in, pull up from the waist. As you breathe out, a side stretch to one side. Bend the elbows so you're getting into that side waist. Again, grounding with your feet. On the breath in, reaching the arms all the way up. And on the breath out, over to the other side. Let's do one more on each side. Breathing in, the arms reach up. Breathing out, taking the stretch to the side. Inhale to reach up. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale, both arms reach up. As you exhale, drop the hands down by your side. Just rotate the shoulders one way. Just noticing how they feel through that first rotation at the beginning of the class. And then rotate them round the other way. Keep that breath nice and fluid. And then dropping the shoulders down the back. Inhale, the right arm reaches up. As you exhale, wrap it around your back. The left arm reaches up and then comes in front of the body and grabs hold of that right elbow. Try and keep the body facing forward so we're not twisting at the waist like I'm showing, but it's face on, grounded in your feet. You're holding onto that right elbow with the left palm. On the breath in, just lift up through the crown of the head. On the breath out, like you're pulling that right elbow forward. So breathing in, you're lengthening. Breathing out, pulling it forward, feeling that stretch in the shoulder. Inhale, lengthen, soft facial features. Exhale, just pulling it forward. And then release out of the stretch. Inhale, the arms reach back first and then all the way, taking a big rotation one way. inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, you're taking the rotation. This time the left arm reaches up. As you exhale, wrapping it around the back. The right arm reaches up, comes in front of the body. Equal weight in the feet. You're grabbing hold of that left elbow with the right palm. We're not twisting the body, we're keeping it face on. Take a breath in to lengthen. As you breathe out, just tugging that left elbow forwards. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out, just pulling it forwards, feeling that stretch. One more. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to pull it forward. Softening the body out of the stretch. And this time taking the rotation the other way. So inhale, the arms reach back. As you exhale, just take the rotation in the opposite direction. Try not to overthink it. Breathing in and breathing out. One more rotation. Inhaling and exhaling. Just shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. As you exhale a big, just drop them down. Let go of any tension. Inhale, the shoulders tense up, they're coming up to the ears. Exhale a big, couple more like that. Breathing in, let the breath go. One more, inhaling and exhaling. Interlace the fingers at the base of the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Make the base a little bit bigger, so move the feet a little bit further than hip width. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, hinging from the hips with a nice flat back. Just starting to peel forward, fold forward. Crown of the head is down towards the mat. The back of the neck is soft. Crown of the head is heavy. If you're wanting that extra shoulder stretch, start to bring the arms with you. And you'll feel a stretch in the shoulders. Inhale, that subtle lengthening. Exhale, perhaps coming down a little bit more. There shouldn't be any tension in the back of the neck. You're breathing in and breathing out. What if the obstacles in your life were just simply detours? Just guiding you in the right direction. One more breath. Ground firmly in the feet. Take a breath in, let the breath go. On your next inhale, press into the mat with the feet, engage the core. Start to bring the body all the way up using your core and your leg strength. The palms come to the base of the spine and take a back bend here, squeezing the shoulder blades like a standing cobra. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Releasing the arms from the stretch. Inhale, the arms reach up. As you exhale, take a swan dive down to your mat, empty the breath completely. A halfway lift, a nice flat back. And as you exhale, placing the hands on the mat, coming down onto all fours position. Once you're there, take one cat-cow. Breathing in, the waist goes back and the gaze goes up. As you breathe out, rounding and arching. Back to a neutral spine, pressing into the left hand, bring the right arm up. The gaze can follow, reaching up nice and tall. As you exhale, the right hand comes back down. Take it on the other side. The left arm reaches all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you breathe out, landing it back down onto the mat. Creeping the finger mounds to the edges of the mat. Drop the chest down, lift the hips up. Come into puppy pose. Again, softening the back of the neck. Gaze is down. Pushing the chest down, hips to the ceiling. One more breath here. Very gently start to walk the hands back. This time walking them back all the way towards the knees. Dip the toes in, so you're pushing out through the arches of the feet. On the breath in, reaching the arms all the way up, taking a back bend. On the breath out, floating the body forward as the arms reach back and the shoulder blades squeeze together. Inhaling, you're reaching all the way up and over. Exhaling, floating guiding the body forward as the arms come back. The back of the neck is soft. One more. Breathing in and letting the breath go. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, take a swan dive down to your mat, your back on all fours again. Take one cat-cow curl here. Breathing in, the waist goes back and the gaze goes up. And as you breathe out, rounding and arching. Coming back to a neutral spine. Just crossing the ankles over, coming into a seated posture again. Again, if cross-legged isn't suitable or nourishing for you, come into a different posture. Notice how the shoulders and the neck are feeling. On the breath in, reach the right arm up. On the breath out, just cross it over the body to the left, just at chest height, roughly, as a rough guide. The left palm just comes onto that right shoulder, just giving it a massage, working your way all the way down the arm, and then hooking that right arm into that left elbow. Take a breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head, and as you breathe out, like just gently guiding the arm over to the left. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, just giving it a little tug. Feel the stretch in the right shoulder. Breathing in to lengthen. Breathing out, just guiding it over. You're in charge of how deep you want the stretch. One more breath. And then just releasing out of the stretch. Just giving the shoulders a little shake or a rotation. Regulate the breath if you need to. Let's take it on the other side. The left arm reaches up first. Guide it across the body to the right. The right arm, right palm just massages the shoulder all the way down to the elbow. And then we're just hooking the arm into the right elbow. Trying to keep the arms roughly at chest height. On the breath in, you lengthen. On the breath out, you're just guiding the left arm over to the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, guiding it over. Allow yourself to trust, allow yourself to relax, allow yourself to breathe, allow yourself to be patient with whatever's going on in your life right now. One more breath. And then gently, just dropping the arms down again, taking a rotation or shrugging the shoulders up. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. A big letting go sigh out the mouth. You're welcome either to keep the eyes open or shut the eyes down and just follow my cues for the next set of stretches. On the breath in, you're lengthening through the crown of the head. On the breath out, just tip the head over to the right. Bring the right palm on that left ear and just gently give it a gentle push, just deepening into the stretch. You take it as deep as you want to take it. Feel the stretch down that left side of the neck. If you want to take an added stretch, just creep the left fingertips out to the left and you'll feel a little pull in that left area with the shoulder blade. If that's too much, just keep the hand on your lap. Otherwise, creeping the left fingertips out to the left. Try and keep that breath nice and fluid. And perhaps we try and take control of the plan in our life. We try and manipulate things. Maybe the divine is saying to us, I have a plan. Maybe the divine is whispering that to us. Do you trust me? Can we let go and just accept that things are happening the way they need to get us where we need to be? One more breath here. If that left palm is out to the side, just gently creep it back. Use the right fingertips just to gently push the head back to neutral. Sitting up nice and tall, take a deep inhale. Let the breath go. Soft shoulders. Take another breath in. As you breathe out this time, the head drops over to the left. The left palm comes on the right ear, just gently deepening the stretch, pushing the head over to that left side. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhale, perhaps taking the stretch a little bit deeper. If you're wanting to add on, the right fingertips creep out to the right, you feel the little pull. You're breathing in and you're breathing out. And maybe the Divine is simply just saying to us, simply relax. Everything is running right on schedule. The Divine has the most beautiful plan for us. Just allow it to unfold in Divine timing, not our timing often. One more breath. And then gently, if those fingertips are out to the side, creeping them back in. The left fingertips just gently push the head back up. Just let the arms just dangle over the knees or the thighs. On the breath in, peeling the shoulders back, opening the heart, the gaze can go up. On the breath out, that rounding down, engaging the core, dropping the gaze. Inhaling, peeling everything open. Exhaling, just drawing everything in. One more. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Let's come back to a neutral spine. So get comfortable. I'm going to finish the practice off just seated because it's a shorter practice, just taking you through some breath work. If you feel like you want to lie down and come into traditional Shavasana pose, go ahead. Whichever posture you're taking, just sit in a way or lie in a way that's totally comfortable, totally relaxed. You can shut the eyes down and we'll just take a few breaths together before we finish. And if you want to stay here for a bit longer, then go ahead. So just softening the body into whichever pose that you've decided to take. Shutting the eyes down if it feels good, or taking a little gaze down at the mat. Lift up through the crown of the head, widen through the collarbones. Notice how those shoulders and neck are feeling compared to half an hour ago. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Breathing in through the nose and letting the breath go. Just do a few more rounds of breath, just like that. And as you're just focusing on your breath, perhaps just listening to my words, knowing that the universe, the divine, again replace it with whatever resonates with you, always has a plan. And that plan is always in motion. All these little parts are just parts of the machine which make sure you end up exactly where you're supposed to be, exactly when you're supposed to be there, the right place at the right time. Let's take a deep inhale in through the nose, a big letting go sigh out the mouth. On the breath in, just reach the arms up, take a big inhale. On the breath out, let's take a gentle twist, left hand in front, right hand behind, lengthening on the breath in, twisting on the breath out. One more, inhale to lengthen, exhale to twist. Everything comes back round to center, reach the arms up, you can add a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, right hand in front, left hand behind, lengthening first on the breath in, and taking the twist on the breath out. One more breath. Bringing everything back round to center, perhaps placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Shut the eyes down, just focus on the next few inhales and exhales. Noticing any tension in any parts of the body. To anyone that's struggling and trying to figure out where they're supposed to be, precious souls, the divine has a plan for you. Perhaps we just need to listen to what it's trying to tell us, and we'll eventually end up exactly where we are always meant to be. As we finish this practice, feel free to stay here for as long as you like. Shift your awareness, notice the messages, focus your intentions, follow your heart, trust the process. Blessings are everywhere. Have courage to risk, hold on to your vision, have focus and Believe in yourself, give it away, allow the miracle, live with passion, be in gratitude, cherish the journey. The divine knows. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. And as you exhale, bringing your hands to your heart space, gently taking a bow. Know that the divine has a plan for you to prosper and not to cause you harm. Trust, surrender, and accept. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me for this short 30-minute flow. Now it can be done at any time of the day, and especially if you've got tense shoulders and neck, I hope you're feeling a little bit less tense. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next clip. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us for Stretch and Flow with Rashi. We hope you've enjoyed the class. Please subscribe, and make sure if you have any questions, please send an email, get in touch some way. Once again, thank you and have a great day.